Hello everyone and welcome to our debate between the two candidates running for mayor for the city of Elmira. I'm Jackie Gillis. Let's jump right in and introduce you to the candidates. Incumbent Republican Mayor Daniel Mandel Jr. has been serving the city of Elmira in that seat for 8 years now and is looking to secure his third term in office. Before becoming mayor, Mandel graduated from Corning Community College with an Associate's of Science and was a member of the U.S. Air Force. He also spent 26 years working for the sheriff's office, where he retired as a captain. And the Democratic candidate Jim Hassel, who announced that he would be running against Mandel in April. After finishing college, Hassel joined the U.S. Army and later became an educator at Elmira College and Binghamton University, teaching Spanish and French, where he is now retired from. And before we jump into the questions, we do want to hear what you want to ask the candidates. So throughout the debate tonight, feel free to ask the candidates questions by messaging us on Facebook or texting 607-606-6049. But an important note, that line is only for text messages. Calls will not be answered. Only questions pertaining to policy matters and legitimate campaign issues will be accepted. And a quick recap of the rules for tonight's debate. Our candidates will have 90 seconds for their opening statements. After that, they will have 1 minute to answer my questions. We have a timekeeper and a monitor where the candidates can see their time remaining, and if a candidate surpasses the allotted time, we'll announce stop. We have not provided any of the questions to the candidates or to anyone outside of 18 News. The debate will not have commercial breaks. Before we start, we just want to take a moment to thank you both for joining us tonight and being here. We flipped a coin a few minutes ago just to see who goes first for an opening statement and who goes last with their closing statement. Mayor Mandel won the toss and elected to go last with their closing statement. Mayor Mandel will also go first with his opening statement. And that will be now. Good evening, Mayor Mandel.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to thank WETM for sponsoring this debate tonight. When I first took office back in 2016, our team received a $3.5 million deficit that we inherited. We have turned that now into a $6 million surplus. We also had junk bond status when I first took office. We now have A- status with our bond status. There was very little development within the city of Elmira over the past couple of decades. We have seen almost $200 million happening in the city right now, as well as the revitalization of our downtown. We've improved our public safety efforts. We've hired more police officers, and we've also given our police the equipment they need to help keep the community safe, which is priority number one. Our infrastructure has improved, as people can see in our downtown area, and all of our bridges have been rehabilitated and are now in good condition for at least the next 20 years. When we got our ARP funding from the state, or from the federal government, we immediately invested over $2 million into our citizens, giving each citizen that owned property in the city of Elmira that applied up to $5,000 to rehab their properties. And lastly, we are in a much better position now when I took office in 2016 than we were before. So overall, the city's headed in the right direction, and I'd like to continue that direction. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mayor. And your time is up. We're going to move on to you, Mr. Hassel. You have 90 seconds.
Okay. Good evening, and thank you all as well. I grew up in the South and had my education there. I left it and joined the U.S. Army. I want to tell you about myself a little bit. I grew up in small towns. I learned to love small towns and appreciate their values of construction and community. And so after that, after going into the U.S. Army and learning a lot about what it means to be American, I went to Russellville, Arkansas, where I entered into politics. I became a city councilman, and I also got interested in urban planning and entered a master's degree program in urban planning, and I also got interested in Main Street America and helped develop a Main Street Arkansas program. In 2000, I came to Elmira to teach at Elmira College, and I was not particularly impressed with the city, but I nevertheless came to love it and made it my home, and I'm here to stay, and I see the potential. There's a lot that we need to do, And I believe that you have the desire to do it, and I do too, and I have the experience, and I will love to work with the community to develop a great sense of pride and a great sense of community.
Okay, thank you.